What's going on?
Hello.
How's it going, y'all? We're back. We have a winner from yesterday's tournament in Richmond.
Did you build the list exactly?
It's the list.
It's the list. The winner of Richmond. I didn't get the name. Probably should do that. Let's due diligence, right?
Probably.
That's like the minimum amount of effort that it would take for us to do.
Yeah,
right?
hold on.
Which we definitely did do.
Had time.
Oh, I was okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and easily I can do this. Right there, that's a link that you could certainly click. That's the wrong link. That's sending us to. Well, that's a great segue, actually. Well, they had an awesome teaser article today about mysteries of the Force. I think I saw a picture with Bastila. So Knights of the Old Republic heads rise up.
Yeah, there was a leak that teased maybe Revan is in the set. So possibly,
yeah. So one of those pictures. Keep scrolling down in that article.
I'll just share it. Let me share.
Yeah, just show the article.
I'm scrolling through it.
Yeah, let's get a little content brain going on.
Yeah, so we got Mysteries of the Force, the teaser article for the new set. We're not going to read through it or anything, but there's like there's like texts, subtitles, teased, Folklore Awakened with Palpatine's power, Twilight of the Apprentice. There's like.
Oh, so that picture right there, that to me looks like Bastila.
I think that's from High Republic.
You think that's from High Republic?
I believe so.
So because didn't Bastila use like the Force thing to help swing the battle at the end of the original Knights of the Old Republic thing? So that's what that kind of like reminded to me, the battle meditation or whatever the hell it was. Mm-hmm. That's what that picture looked like. But
Meatbag is a burster bubble there.
That's Ivar Chris from the High Republic books and comics. Oh, come on now.
Yeah, sorry.
Boo.
But maybe we get Revan.
Yeah, we could still get Bastila though, right?
We could. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. I don't know who this guy is. This guy looks
Return
dope.
an enemy non-leader unit to its undertale unless its controller says.
No.
This is like Seventh Sister, Fifth Brother or something.
This is one of the Inquisitor.
Yeah, Inquisitor. I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Look at the happy end. It's okay. It doesn't matter how many younglings you kill.
All right, so here's the.
You just go. You say I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just apologize at the end, and you get to be a cool.
William O'Neill. Maybe it's William O'Neill.
So this is the Sabine list we're running right here. I did not bother putting together the sideboard for it since we're not playing sideboard games yet, but notable things are it's playing like two Sungari Peacekeepers, playing the Luke. It's running the new 3/2 ship since it's Rebel, which seems like a great include in here. Wrecker's Pose for ECL, just playing some Chewbacca's, playing Darksaber.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is Luke and Chewbacca are both really useful against control decks, right? Like if your game plan is to remove your opponent's early units and then win the game, Chewbacca and Luke are really good. And
I mean, like slapping Luke on the freaking A-Wing on turn 2 seems pretty good, right? Yeah. And if they answer it, then you just played Luke anyway.
Yeah. Right, you got a 3/2. They're down a removal, and you still have a 3/2, right?
Yeah.
And the Sundari Peacekeeper actually has upside with Darksaber.
Yeah, it's got the Restore. It can trade into stuff.
Yeah, Restore probably. I mean, it probably breaks the stalemate versus other. Well, it like tilts the aggro matchups in your favor, right? The Restore lets you use Sabine's ability also, right? So. There's upsides to Sundari Peacekeeper. It's been like a while since we've actually like played Sundari Peacekeeper in a deck. So I built Vader Yellow. I looked at some lists and hated all of them. Not like hated, but
they didn't vibe.
There were like some stuff. So this is but there were a lot of Vader Yellows that were played in the tournament yesterday, and they kind of overperformed in the top 64. Now, obviously, none of them made top 8, but I've got the Showcase Vader. Why not use it some more? And I enjoyed Vader Red, but Vader Yellow's got quite a bit of upside as well. I actually think Vader Yellow is probably better into control because you have possible access to stuff like Bazine in the sideboard, and things like the Phantom main or Phantom, it could be in the sideboard as well. And your opponent is just going to like struggle to deal with those if they're trying to kill you with removal. So now I put 9 1-drops in the deck There was one drop I wasn't playing, the Mining Guild TIE Fighter.
I do like Mining Guild type.
I don't mind it. Yeah. I don't mind it. But yeah, Vader on a Phantom could be silly, right? Yeah. I'm also not playing 7th Fleet Defender, which might be incorrect as well. I'm more worried about the first couple of turns. So I wanted the stuff that is better in those scenarios. So I'm playing like the Separatist Fighter and the Ambush 4-1 for 3, and then still playing Victor Leader, etc. Can I mulligan this? That. And that. Yeah, that and that, I think. Actually, that and this. Nope. I think it's that. That's crazy. It's insane. That's bonkers. A 9. A 2. Your choice.
I'll take it. Sabine.
I will play the Spacer.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass. I guess it's that.
Okay. Fleet Lieutenant.
4/5.
Attack 5.
All right. I will attack you for 2.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna use Vader and make a TIE Fighter. I'm gonna have to enact put this on there when he's allowed to do the thing protocol. So. Then this past weekend, I think the main deck, Jam Communications, Kaz Yellow, because Bamboozle is in almost every cunning deck. Yeah, Bamboozle was everywhere, and that's because it's kind of got a broken interaction.
Because it deletes anyone trying to have fun.
Yeah, that is a big shame. Okay, let's.
I would like to see them institute an emergency errata on that card, because it's literally so easy to change the rules. That card doesn't function how it functions.
I'm going to sanction a shuttle, and I'm going to take out, I think, the Fleet Lieutenant. Capture him. And then I will pass. Wish I'd kept the other card from my hand now.
Martini. This game does not have nearly enough Jawas.
There's like 1, right? There's like 1 in the first set. It's like a 2/1 Saboteur.
There's the one that gives you back a card from your resource row.
Yeah, there's one in the second set.
Yeah, Ledger for 3.
All right, let's have this Sanctuary Shuttle attack you for 2.
I'll deploy Sabine.
This is active now. I'm gonna have the Cartel Spacer attack you for 2.
I'm gonna Dark Saber Sabine.
I'm going to Cartel Spacer and exhaust Sabine.
Okay. Let's take initiative
before I lose the game. So the damage. All right, I will attack you with this TIE Fighter for 1. I'm going to use Vader to pump out another TIE Fighter. And then I'm going to exploit these 2 TIE Fighters for the Patrol Fighter and bounce Sabine. And then I will pass. I don't think that does what I need it to do, so let's go on over there.
Nah, I gotta take my damage. 37.
Okay. It is patrol fighter time. Hit you for 3. This is now active.
Play Sabine.
Attack you for 2.
Play Peacekeepers. My debate was play those guys first before I attack because they get experience tokens, but I can't risk you tapping it again. I can't lose that much damage.
Okay. You're tapped out. Well, we'll make a TIE fighter with Vader.
I'll take initiative.
And then
You think Jawa should work like rats / vulture probe droids or vulture droids? Needs to be like a Jawa leader that gets droids back from the discard pile somehow. You can play with Afra.
I'm gonna overwhelming barrage this cartel spacer and smoke Sabine. And I'll have 1 damage left over, which I guess I'll do to the Sabine leader. And then this will hit you for 4. And then this will hit you for 2. And then I will pass.
I'll Rebel Assault to attack with Sabine for 8.
Okay.
We'll get to put a experience on Sundari.
I'm gonna Sanctioner Shuttle the Sundari.
Okay. I don't have a way to kill you this turn.
Okay. The disruptive space units, like, they're just doing bombing runs on the ground arena the whole time.
Yeah, I'm looking like Wrecker, like,
what are you killing?
You know,
I deploy Vader to the ground arena. Wrecker's like, do 5 damage to you, ECL you.
Yeah, you idiot.
Hit you for 6.
Is your opinion in current meta?
I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's better than Django meta for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. This dog is rowdy.
We should put together the Sabine from the list that won Richmond. I mean, Sabine winning the first major tournament after a ban is like so unsurprising. Right?
It's the old standby, right? It's a deck that functions. So I'm not saying that you don't. If you don't have skill, play Sabine. That's not what I'm saying here. I think your decision tree with Sabine is less complicated.
I think there are aggro decks where the decision tree is actually smaller than Sabine.
Sabine's, yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
And Sabine's like not necessarily just a free, like, oh, take this if you like playing aggro. You kind of have to vibe with the deck.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can lose by an action with that deck, right? So
I think you often lose by an action.
Watch the finals match. I did not. No, I think we were streaming while it was happening. So
I know Quinlan also has trouble with Sabine and
Piet Blue is definitely small. Yeah, Piet Blue is like, do I have a ramp thing? Play the ramp thing. Do I have the control? Like, can I kill what's on the table? Kill the thing that's on the table.
Piet just do the thing you do.
Best Sabine players know when not to hold out for the golden ticket of Poe Wrecker UCL. Yeah. As well, play open-handed with Piet. Sabine's masterpiece.
Sabine's masterpiece would have been great that game, right?
Yeah,
that's what I needed.
Yeah. Now I had stuff. I had stuff that could answer it. Obviously, like if you had Sabine's masterpiece.
Ideally, I'm like attacking something, killing it, and then doing a damage because I have a red unit and killing a TIE fighter, and then you have to deal with the ship. So it's like 3-for-1 kind of.
Yeah, I think the get the experience is really good too because that has a chance to snowball out of reach of stuff, right?
I think that's probably one of the most important cards in this matchup in particular.
Yeah, if I was ready to fight over space, and then I just was kind of in space uncontested. So
you in space uncontested is probably better than me on the ground uncontested. Because I'm like wanting to fight into your stuff on the ground.
Correct. Yeah, K2 and Wrecker. K2 and Wrecker both actually want something to hit. So kept missing up Quinn's early talk. Yeah. So if you play like a 2-drop, so like you drop like you play the Phoenix Squad A-Wing, and they play the Falcon on turn 3, you could ECL the Sabine into the Sabine's Masterpiece into the Falcon.
It's pretty good.
Okay. This is a weird one. You and you? That crazy? Guess so. We'll do something like that. Okay.
A-Wing.
A-Wing. A wing. I will play the Kajimi Patrollers.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass. Okay. I think you gotta go down. You gotta go there.
Chewbacca's hopping his A-Wing.
Okay.
Is this the right play or not? I don't know, but I want to try it. See how it works out.
I'm gonna put the Mandalorian and the Kajimi Patrollers, and I will exhaust the A-Wing.
Yep. I don't think it's right to do that. I'll take initiative.
Okay. I will hit you for 4, and Vader's active now. I'll hit you for 1, and then we will Vader and make something. And then we will pass.
You're running traitorous, Nathan.
I'm not, but looking at Chewbacca kind of makes me want to, huh? But yeah, no, I'm not.
Probably pretty good right now.
And Traitorous is probably just like great in the sideboard,
Yeah.
just of any green deck. I don't know a resource here. It's too hard. The game's too difficult now. Now that I'm looking at Chewbacca, can I erase that? I'm 5. That play did spot me 5 damage, and you start 5 damage behind. Maybe we can race it. I don't know. So we gotta. I guess it's that. I don't know. It's like the what to resource, because I can play literally every card in my hand like every turn. And depending on what you do, I'm gonna want specific answers, right?
I'm gonna timely intervention, a wing leader, fight there, XB, the A-Wing.
Okay. I am. Let's see.
Give him the old Sparty Forker. Whatever that means. Can we say that? Am I banned?
I'm pretty sure that's is it British? What is that? Where are you? Let's see. It's got 8 on it now.
This is big.
I think I just hit you for 1. How about that?
Hit you for 8.
Now I'll attack you for 1.
I will Sabine.
I'm gonna play this escort fighter, but no ambush.
Play Sabine.
I will play this Ellen TIE fighter.
Thank you for 3.
I will take initiative. All right, I will attack you for 4. Vader is active.
Rebel stalls. 4 plus 9. 13.
Oh yeah, sounds correct to me. That motherfucker. I'm looking out. I'm looking out Waylay Genosian Patrol fire in my hand. I think I'm dead. I can't. I don't have. I got nothing. Okay, whatever. Move on. If I have, I've resourced Overwhelming Barrage. If I'd had Overwhelming Barrage there, I could kill Sabine. Yeah, I take 8 from Chewbacca, but but I think the 4 damage from Sabine, I can actually kill Chewbacca is the thing, right? Like I've got.
Chewbacca would still have needed like another 2 attacks by itself to kill you, right?
Yeah, but the problem is that except the Rebel, Rebel Assault, man, Rebel Assault. Give me this initiative. Give me this.
Someone tell me what Sparty Forker means. I got it. Anybody? Is that just made up?
It's that Magic the Gathering 1 red sorcery spark bolt.
Yeah, it's like that.
Is that what we're talking about?
Spark spray?
Forked bolt?
Spark spray?
Spark spray?
Sack a mountain to flashback?
Yeah, one red, do 1 damage, flashback, sack a mountain, do 1 damage.
It's a good card. Play that in
Spark
Popper.
Smith. Incredible Goblin for limited play. Tap, do a damage to you and to target creature equal to the number of goblins you control. Spark Smith was insane in limited.
Super good. In the all creature set. They never did that again. It was a pretty bad idea.
All right. Chewbacca. What a beating. Wish I had bamboozled there. That would have shown you what for. Oh, I think I got a mulligan that one. A single 1 drop, no 2 drops. Make sure to shuffle really close to the microphone to get the YouTube comments mad.
I mean, like, they're not wrong.
Well, hey. Let's see their YouTube videos. How about that?
It's just an unsolvable problem. I'm sorry. Yeah. The solution is Nathan's doesn't shuffle like that, but
yeah, well,
can't tell him shit.
Okay. I mean, okay. Yeah, I'll just draw the same cards every game, like Justin. How about that?
Yeah. It's consistency.
Can't tell me nothing.
Love it.
All right. You're there. So I may desperately need you. And then what? You go. Nope, I'm gonna need you. I guess it's you. That's insane. I will play TIE Fighter.
Marine.
I will take initiative.
Pass.
All right. TIE Fighter is gonna attack you for 2.
Wing leader.
P-38, smoke the wing leader.
Take it for 5.
Vader, make a token.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass. Okay.
Take you for 5.
Attack for 3.
Sabine.
This is active. I'm gonna bow shack onto the TIE Fighter. Draw both of these.
Bean.
I'll hit you for 3.
Hit you for 3.
I will attack you for 1.
I'll ECL Sabine's masterpiece. I will attack this TIE fighter. On attack, I'll give it an experience token and I'll shoot that. I got a green and I got a red.
I'm gonna make a TIE fighter
And a metal ceremony. Yeah, I know. I know.
Oof. Bounce that. Because I could kill that with the damage. I'll do the damage there, but I could straight up kill it.
Damage.
Yeah. Would have killed it through the thing.
Take initiative.
Yeah, pass. Fucking metal ceremony, dude.
Yeah. All right, attack your base for 5, and then I'll do the 1 extra to the base.
Sure.
So 6.
Metal ceremony. I just lost the game to metal ceremony. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on. I should have done that. Should have done that. I had the overwhelming barrage in my hand. Should have done the damage to Sabine, because I think you're most likely to attack Sabine's masterpiece there, and then I could kill Sabine, and then I could at least kill off the masterpiece after that.
The problem, Meatbag, is that anytime they print a good card that has it on attack, it's a good ECL target.
Yeah.
Because the ECL is just probably shouldn't exist. So that's just going to keep happening.
That game was like, where is Sanctioner Shuttle, Waylay, or Genosian Patrol Craft on 3 resources? And I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
That was why that game was tilting to me, at least, because I have so many good answers to that play there, right? I don't take the 5, right? You play the wing leader. I patrol craft or whatever. I'm in great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that initiative. Okay. Well, I gotta resource 2 of these. I guess you and you. I will play the spacer.
A-wing.
I will take initiative.
Yes.
I'll crash the spacer into the Phoenix A-wing.
I'll play Cassian.
I'm going to make a TIE fighter.
I'll do damage.
I will play Victor Leader.
Take initiative.
I will pass.
Attack 3.
Hit you for 2.
Do damage.
Hit you for 2.
Sabine.
Make a TIE fighter.
Attack you for 3.
I'm gonna play a first order TIE fighter.
K2.
I'm gonna sanction or shuttle Cassian.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass.
Attack you for 4.
Attack you for 4. This is active.
Play wing leader.
I'm gonna salvage the cartel spacer and exhaust Sabine.
Play Sabine.
Hit you for 3.
Take initiative.
I didn't initially consider spacer salvage when I made the list, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'm playing 2 salvage. I have to go back.
I don't know that 3 is right, but like 2 seems good, right? For it's like a toolbox.
Yeah. So like
you don't always want to see it.
I was trying to prepare for you to ECL kill Victor Leader, and then I could salvage it back after you killed it, and then the TIE fighter can clean up whatever you put in there.
Yeah, I don't have a way to kill it, so great news.
I'll P-38 the wing leader. I'll hit you for 2 and 2 and 2, and we'll make a token, and then I'll pass.
Okay. Well, Rebel Assault. That's 10, 9, 11 damage. Yeah, 11 damage. Hit you for 4. Hit you for 3.
I can attack you for 4.
Yeah. I had 4 cause to finish, but
yeah,
1 action away. Okay. Surprise, this is not the only deck I made. I updated Trench for fun, so I'm going to play that now.
Okay. Now that the fun police are...
Yeah. Fun police can go to the side, and we could ruin our day whenever we want.
Defund the fun police.
Whenever we want to have a deck lose. All right, Trench has been given some sneak attacks.
Okay.
Because sneak attacks really go with Trench, right? I can get stuff into play even earlier, like a reinforcement walker, sneak attack it in, then salvage it back, or Palpatine's return it back.
Salvage is also good with stolen AT hauler. Why? Explain. Explain. Is it just because you can play the AT hauler? You can salvage back the AT hauler into play for free, and your opponent can't play it because it's not in your discard pile. Is that the way? Is that the interaction? Am I understanding that correct? I'm sorry. What else were you saying?
Put some no good me deads in here. Updated some numbers. I put in the ramping capital ship as well.
The resupply. Yeah. Resupply carrier.
Because you can sneak attack that into play. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can also sneak attack super laser attack into play on turn 1 if you want.
Yeah, which is sick.
Which is good.
Which we've determined is cool.
Proven good play.
Yellow green villainy. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's been at since Boba Green. But I guess
this is different. It's Yellow Hero.
I'm doing different things too.
It's a datable. It's a different base.
Yeah, I'm playing spaceships.
It's just like the yellow-green villainy is to green-red hero, as the meta is to the world.
I think yellow-red hero is probably closer to yellow-green villainy, in that it's just like usually the best thing to be doing at specific points of the curve, and you have like the most diverse gameplay. So
trench blue is the real fun police, though. Yeah, I'm not interested in fun policing. I want to be reanimating. That's fun.
That Afra reanimator from the tournament looked pretty cool. It was one of the other.
Oh, there's a Afra deck running around there.
Yeah, somebody was playing Afra Data Vault. They only had Mauls to reanimate with the force thing, which I think is fine. I think
you just reanimate.
I think Maul is better to reanimate typically. Yeah, right. But you have all the rest of the green stuff.
I was really close to cutting Vader in here.
Yeah, I could see it
because
you have to
there's actually a ton of targets.
I was gonna say you have to actually skew your targets early. So I think there's like really good targets like Salacious Crumb. I think the depending on what else you have that come into play effects, I think like Viper Probe Droid is good. Just
Bazine's good.
Bazine is good.
Yeah.
So deck destroyed your buddy. He's dead now.
I like the Contracted Jumpmaster too.
Yeah, you can play Contracted Jumpmaster in this deck as well. But there's no shortage of 3-drops to play in the deck. Yeah, is the thing. Is what it boils down to. So that's what it boils down to. I did have the speeder, so there was like a world where in the Sabine matchup, there was a world where if you play Luke on 2 and I speeder into it, I get a free 1-drop on turn 1. And then there's also a world where I deploy the speeder, you deploy Sabine, and then I Mando Sabine to exhaust her, and then the speeder is now a 5/4 that can attack into her and kill her on the next turn. So
I think I'm all good. I think I don't see.
He looked dead after that match, to be fair.
Oh jeez.
Sometimes, yeah, I mean, sometimes you play a game and wish you were dead afterwards.
Yeah. I can see Trench Blue having some plays for sure.
Yeah, I mean he's probably like even better with the Colossus, right? Because you can get around the fact that you have fewer cards because he's seeing extra cards every turn. He's just like a better version of those Thrawn decks, I think, right? From set 1. The bore your opponent to tears Thrawn decks.
Okay. Loop, evacuate, and bounty hunter crew, then mill. I was thinking about putting evacuate in here, but I mean I could be doing that in this deck too. But that is pretty annoying, yeah.
Who's got the initiative? With undetermined.
8.
9. So I've got the initiative. I will play the Republic Y-Wing.
Main playtesting partners has that as his deck right now, so refreshing play against. I deal 52 damage to kill him. Holy shit.
I will play a TIE Fighter.
I'll trench and discard Maul. Draw.
I'll take initiative.
Yes.
I didn't expect to have the initiative still after playing 2 one decks.
Well, you know, it's...
I'm gonna YOLO Victor Leader.
Didn't really draw interaction. Let's try to draw some interaction. I'll discard Reinforcement Walker and draw a card.
I'll hit you for 3 with the TIE Fighter.
play this super laser tech.
I'll attack you for 2 with the Y wing.
I'll take initiative.
I'm gonna make a TIE fighter. And then I'll pass.
How do I deal with space?
What's the big deal about space anyway?
How do I kill the super laser tech? I'll sneak attack is invincible. That costs 1. So this costs 3 less.
Get tap out, right?
This costs 1. Yeah, I think it's a tap out.
Okay.
Tap out. Invincible.
I'm gonna waylay it.
Okay, fine. I'll hit you for 3. Or 2.
Okay. I will attack you for 3 and make a token.
I'll discard Maul, draw.
I will attack you for 2. Take an initiative.
Yeah.
Attack you for 2. Attack you for 2. Use Vader, make a token. Think I would rather have spaced out bodies, so pass.
All right, let me try again.
Okay,
Try again. I don't think I shoveled enough because I drew all 3 Mauls and
oh yeah.
all my stuff was stacked up.
Yeah, it's true. That deck is 10 cards bigger.
Yeah.
So. Now I'm enjoying this Vader deck.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying this Vader
cool.
deck.
That's cool.
I like this. I like this style. This is actually reminiscent of Tarkin Yellow, which was like one of my I loved that deck really early in the life cycle of this game. Of course, Sabine and Boba Fett both kind of pushed that deck out of existence because they were both too efficient at what they did. But liking this Vader Yellow stuff right now. You've given me 5 extra life.
You're gonna need it.
When I'm done with you,
this deck
buddy.
wins, it doesn't matter how much life you
Yeah,
have.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
By the time this deck would win.
Does no TDR kill Tarkin Yellow now? If anything, Tarkin Yellow is probably in better shape.
Yeah, it was like kind of slow. I don't want it to stick stuff to the board anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you don't want your guys to bounce, right? Like you want a unit you can kind of snowball.
Mm-hmm.
You want like the Phantom to go crazy. You want it to go totally sicko. The problem with Tarkin Yellow is really like Sabine, right?
Yeah.
It's like now it was Django before, but Sabine now for sure is just like too in your face.
It's too action heavy.
Yeah,
You're spending a lot of time dirtling.
That's honestly the greatest sin of Sabine is how it punishes anything. Like, in my opinion, if you tap out, you attack, you tap out, you've taken 2 actions, and you take the initiative, and your opponent has managed to stall to that point, you should be terrified of what happens after you've taken the initiative. But that is not the case with Sabine, right? You're just like, fine, whatever. Yeah, maybe you answer my stuff, but next turn I got more stuff to put out there that's going to be a problem for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't know how to resource with this deck. I guess it's you. And then I guess it's you. Okay.
Career. I'm in space, baby.
I will play the Kajimia Patrollers.
Take initiative.
I will pass. I have a TIE Fighter token. Resourcing you.
Contracted Jump Master.
Okay. Escort fighter.
I'll attack you for 2.
Okay. I will attack you for 1.
I'll trench, discard, devastator, draw.
TIE fighter will fight this thing.
Take initiative.
I will make a token, and then I will pass.
I'll resupply.
I'll P38 and smoke the battle droid.
I'll trench and discard overwhelming barrage and draw a card. Okay.
Attack you for 1.
Take initiative.
Attack you for 1. Vader, a TIE fighter, and then I'll pass. All these damn yellow ships and their damn tempo abilities, they make this deck so much better. Holy crap.
Fully invincible.
What would it take to kill that?
Bunch of TIE fighters. Probably not that many, actually.
You get 1 open. You can bounce something that costs 3 or less to his owner's hand.
If I deploy my leader.
Right, when you deploy your leader.
Right, it costs me 3 resources to deploy trench, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to put Boshek. The question is, where do I put Boshek? If I put Boshek here, that's 4. I could fight into the invincible for a 5th. So yeah, 4 dies, 5th, TIE fighter kills. So I'm going to put Boshek here. And then discard. We get Victor. Oh my god, Boshek's so stupid in this deck, dude. Boshek drawn Victor Leader. Victor Leader's insane. It's insane. I completely changed my game plan based off of that.
I'll take initiative.
We'll play a Victor Leader. Look at this. Look at that. Watch me go. Now, is it worth? Do I trade these or do I trade that? Because this is now 3, 4, 5 ping. That's only 5. I need 6 to kill this. That's 6. This is 5, 6. I think it's fight into invincible.
Isn't this all by itself?
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that kills it by itself. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Do the damage.
I had to stop you.
Yeah.
It was getting typed out. The YouTube count was getting typed.
Oh yeah. That's good. And then attack it for 2, 2, and 2, and then make a TIE fighter, and then pass.
Okay. Seven. I'll play Bounty Hunter Crew. I'll get back OB.
I will attack you for 2.
I'll take initiative. Let's just do whatever. Let's just start it. Let's start it.
I'm not done hitting you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, wait. We need a
This is what happens when you try to play fun decks in Star Wars.
Is there a "It's not my fault" button?
I don't think
It's not my fault.
So.
It's not my fault.
That's a good one though.
We need that for when we want to do an instant rematch, I think.
I need my deck size to not be 10 cards
Yeah,
increased. I think right now
because you're searching.
Although like I don't know what I would cut down.
Yeah, because you have to search for specific things.
I really need Patrol Fighter every game against you.
Yeah,
would be nice. I haven't seen that or Waylays or Merciless Contest even.
I think Merciless Contest probably at its weakest against me.
Yeah, but
I mean, you could if you.
I need to kill my Super Laser Tech somehow.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Force dudes are pretty bad. I cut a few Gladiator Starfires too, but like I think like you're taking those out in one attack. So I'll mulligan.
The Jump Masters or whatever.
The Patrol Fighter, the bounce.
Oh yeah.
Ones. I mean the Gladiator Starfires. That's what I was talking about there.
Yeah.
You essentially killed one of those that last attack anyway. The one with the Boshek.
Right.
So
right. You play that to stabilize, and it's just out of the way.
Or you kill like you crash 2 TIE fighters into it.
Yeah.
2 or 3 TIE fighters, and that's whatever.
Yeah, provided it's not just waylaid or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really the problem.
There's a lot of like really cost-effective answers.
I think Waylay maybe needs to go too.
It will go, right?
Yeah, it does.
So,
but
I think the big thing about like all of the other bounce things, they're all limited based off of. Now a lot of them are on bodies, which is like crazy, but.
Okay. I'll play Bib.
I will play the Republic Y-Wing.
I will Trench, discard Maul.
I will put Wingman Victor 2 on the Republic Y-Wing, and when played, create a TIE Fighter.
Take initiative.
I cut Mauler Mythal because... is this Mauler Mythal? This is Mauler Mythal. I cut the other one, Backstabber. I cut Backstabber because he gives an experience token to another thing, which is not bad, but this is actually, if you play one drop in this, you get 2 bodies, and that's just way better, I think, in my opinion. My humble opinion. In my humble opinion, I guess is this. You gotta prove to me that deck is capable of.
Yeah. I prove it to myself. I'll Genosis, Patrol Fighter, Sack Bib, bounce this guy.
Okay. Gone, hand. How about this? How about a Victor Leader?
Yep. I'll take initiative.
All right, now the question is, do I damage you or do I kill the fighter? I think I'd kill the fighter because I got more fighters where that came from. And then I will pass. Okay.
I will
Trunch.
discard later, start try and draw.
Thank you for 2.
Oh,
This is the face. This is the face of a man who does not have a good play.
I would say that I have no play.
Oh,
I
wouldn't say that.
I'll take initiative.
All right, Kajimi Patrollers and a TIE Fighter.
All right, let's play one more time.
It's not my fault.
That's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
Even though I built this deck, I feel like it's playing worse than it was last time.
Yeah, they improved it.
Yeah, I think I just made it way worse.
They did.
I really want to play sneak attacks.
When Han's welding on the Falcon, what does Han say to him? I forget. In Empire Strikes Back. I don't know. God, God, it's been 6 months since I've watched Empire Strikes Back. It's
Yeah,
time to watch
should
Empire
it
Strikes
again.
Back.
Yep. Yeah. Just digging holes. Look, it's because I'm drawing bad. Nothing to do with the composition of the deck.
Right. It has nothing to do with the fact that I can only draw bad cards because of the choices made for the deck.
Yeah.
The deck can't fail. It can only be failed.
I drew all 3 patrol fighters that game, which is really funny.
That's because you were saying I need to draw these.
Yeah, they did not. I couldn't. Thing is, I couldn't like play the other ones. You killed that one.
Hmm. So you can't just like chain them.
Like sneak attack on those would be really good.
Yeah.
And then I could like, because that turn, if I could like sneak attack, play one, and then bounce something and attack you, and then I could salvage it the next turn. Like those are the kinds of plays I'm thinking about. But I think that may require a 50-card deck.
And like a million actions.
Yeah, you know, whatever. I think Invincible is also just a bad card. I don't think.
Yeah.
The problem is you play it on 5.
You could,
and you can't deploy them on the same turn. You have to like it's got to like
straight
sit
up.
around.
You straight up just pull your pants off, right?
It's horrible.
Like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm pantsless.
it's really bad.
Guess something like that, maybe. Okay.
I'll play this.
I will play a Republic Y-Wing.
I'll take initiative.
I will play a Republic Y-Wing. And then I'll pass.
It's decent in Dooku Yellow. Invincible is, yeah, because you can like actually deploy on the turn.
Yeah, well, because you can come down on 3 resources, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of cracked. You put it out like way early. I don't know what I'm resourcing here. I guess it's this thing. Yeah.
I'll resupply.
Okay. Resupply. Tapped out. Victor leader time. Let's get the damage.
I'll trench Merciless Contest and draw.
I'll attack you for 2.
Take you for 2.
Attack you. You can overwhelming barrage next turn. So that kills Victor leader. So we'll kill that.
Take initiative.
Make a TIE fighter.
Fully invincible.
How many things do I need to kill that? This one things. Escort fighter into that for 5.
Yep. I'll take it for 1.
Hit you for 2.
I'll discard them all and draw.
Hit you for 2.
Take initiative.
Hit you for 2. Kill invincible. Make a TIE fighter.
We're invincible.
And pass.
I'll salvage invincible.
Hit you for 2.
I'll hit you for 1.
Where's this bowshot going? The Y-wing, the damaged Y-wing, the battle-hardened Y-wing. I need 5 damage to kill that, right? So this is 2. This would go to 3, 4, 5. That's enough to kill it there, and I could hit something else. So let's put Bowshack in the damaged Y-wing. We'll flip a Waylay and an escort fighter. Which of those?
Oh, discard Devastator. Draw. Jesus.
I don't know what to say about that one. I guess we'll escort fighter. Kill. I'm just playing the cards.
Yep. That's fine. I'll take initiative.
Hit you for 3. Hit you for 2. Hit you for 2. Make a TIE fighter.
Okay.
Pass.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm dead. Okay, well,
I think that might be a bad matchup. I think that might be one of the worst matchups we've seen on Steam.
I'm so sorry.
I've wasted my time. I've wasted your time. No, I like the deck. What would you be doing against Sabine? Is like my next question, right? Like,
I don't know, man. Like playing. I mean, ideally, I draw my new Good to Me Deads, my
your
contests,
removals,
my anything. Frozen and Carbonites.
I can see why like blue is slightly better version of the deck.
Yeah, because you can like interact early, and then you can do your fun stuff.
You got Perilous Position. Like on 3, you have Perilous Position, make an opening. Waylay, you have Power of the Dark Side, Merciless Contest.
Then you mill them out, I guess, with your infinite bounce.
Yep.
Whatever. I'm not gonna make that deck.
Yeah. We ain't playing that
me, dog.
We ain't playing that on stream.
Nah.
Vader Green. Well, this deck is fun. I wonder if it's better than Asajj. Asajj might be faster.
I do want to make old Vader Green.
Yeah, do you think old Vader Green is sick?
Yeah.
With Data Vault. I had a deck like that in drafts, but I wasn't happy with it. Did ever deploy Vader?
I could see it before he was allowed
he didn't let me. He didn't let me. I think I deployed Vader one game.
Like tonight at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good sign, right? Like you're winning the game long before the leader hits the table.
Yeah. It's always very apparent whenever you're going to be able to deploy Vader and attack with him, and then you just won anyway.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at lethal on board, and then Vader's an extra +5 damage plus like whatever he leaves on the board for the following turn.
Pretty silly.
So,
we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was also trying to build a Chancellor deck, but I keep like sitting down to build Chancellor, and I'm like, this is just not as good. It's just so dirtily.
Yeah.
That you can't. It's too slow and it has to do specific things to be able to function as a deck.
And
so
the format is not conducive to that. Not at all. I think your opponents are like.
Do you get interacted with one time? I do like Fireball in there. Fireball's pretty cool because you can like ambush it and kill something. If it actually trades, then he can flip first turn.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. You also have Blue Leader now, so like Chancellor Green has access to like 2 Rebel
ambush,
2 heroism ships that are ambush.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Blue Leader's just Blue Leader's good at multiple points in the curve too, right? Mm-hmm. So there's like extra reason to play Blue Leader.
There might be a build. It's just it is not easy to put that together.
I mean, you're playing yellow green, right?
Yeah.
So you would get Overwhelming Barrage.
Yeah, it's the question with Chancellor is what part of the curve are you looking to hit villainy stuff on?
Yeah,
it's probably 5.
You need it like on both, right?
Yeah.
Ambush for the deck, really good. Blue Chance.
Yeah, Phase 3 Trooper was always it was like an auto include before too. So you play like Phase 3 Trooper, and then you play the Blue Leader.
Wait, Blue Chancellor Palpatine wouldn't have Phase 3, right?
No, for the
you're thinking Dark Trooper?
No, the clone, the 3/2 clone. That's just heroism.
Oh yeah. Phase 2 Trooper, right?
Yeah, one of them phases.
Yeah. Phase 2 Trooper. Sorry, because Phase 3 Dark Trooper, right? Yeah, I heard Phase 3 was like immediately thinking about them droids.
So you just have more options for the ambush now.
Yeah.
Phase 2. Yeah.
Yeah, too many phases. Too many phases. Yeah, I think. I mean, Chancellor Palpatine. There's probably a brew out there somewhere. He's still one of the coolest leaders in the game, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Just because I think of the way the design and flavor and stuff like that. He's really cool. It's a shame he'll rotate out with the rest of the problem leaders, right?
The control
if this were
deck version of it is probably
if this
better.
were Flesh and Blood, like Sabine would have like living legend long before now. We wouldn't have to worry about Sabine anymore, and then we could keep playing all these cool leaders. And the fact that they put 18 leaders out at a time means that you could be pretty aggressive with like your living legend status.
Yeah, because as opposed to Flesh and Blood, it's like 3 or 4.
Yeah, they have like 3 or 4 set a lot of times. So honestly, I wish it kind of existed in this because then you wouldn't have to retire cards necessarily.
So you're saying a living legend but no rotation?
Yeah, yeah. It would be interesting, but because I think you could fix the format eventually. You just ban specific cards because that's what Flesh and Blood does, right? They're like, this card's too good, it's banned.
Yeah.
And so this card does way too much. It got banned. You know, the stupid awakening thing, right? Like it just breaks the rules of the game. So ban all cunning. Yeah, I think a lot of cunning stuff would get banned. Like I don't think Surprise Strike. So there actually, what was it? There was a lightning card called Ball Lightning, which got banned because it was like far too aggressive. And Surprise Strike is kind of like Ball Lightning
in Flesh and Blood.
In Flesh and Blood, we never got to play it. It was like banned before we got to play,
Yeah.
But it was basically as long as it was like in the chain, like your lightning things did extra damage, and so, yeah. So a lot of the lightning things would ping as well. So you're just like Ball Lightning, then play this other thing, ping, get extra damage, and so they should be good. They can just fix cunning with these sets. So it's the cunning is like blue in Magic circa 2001.
It does
where
all
it's
the
like
things.
Every time they come up with like a mechanic, it gets slapped in cunning. It's like, okay, bounce,
Yeah.
cunning. It give bonuses to attack, cunning.
Exhaust.
Exhaust, cunning. You know,
And disruption.
and disruption, cunning. Right. So it's like game effects you want happen to be in yellow. Now draw cards. Hey, that's in red. But also in cunning somewhat because of like cards like Boshek, right? I wonder if Boshek were green, would he be slightly more balanced? I think so. He'd be disgusting in green, right?
Yeah, draw and command.
Yeah.
And blue, I guess. Sort of.
All the removal. I mean, it's kind of like everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I think you want. So like, drawing a card is good. It's been good in card games for more than 30 years.
Command is like search and draw too.
Yeah. So there's no reason for drawing card, generically a good effect, to be trapped in one specific cycle.
Yeah.
That was like my problem with like Keyforge, was that like archiving was like in 2 houses, and it's like, no, like archiving is just generically good. It needs to exist. Now you need flavorful reasons for it. You know, like Brobnar could like archive specific things, you know, and under specific circumstances. You wouldn't necessarily want Brobnar to just have a card that's like,
it wouldn't win.
You don't want it to have lab work,
Yeah.
right? You don't want to have like get an amber, archive a card. That's like too good in Brobnar, right? Now, if it was like discard a card, whenever you discard a card from your hand, archive the top card of your deck or something like that, something that's kind of like random, that's a little bit more in flavor for like the Brobnar cycle or whatever, right? I like certain conditions being locked to colors because then it's like more flavor.
Yeah, the
flavor,
the condition, but the effect is the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if cunning, like if drawing cards in cunning was like locked to, it had like netrunner conditions, right? Like you had to kind of like read your opponent, or you needed specific information during the game to get some of these effects. It'd be a different thing. That's why Bodhi, I like Bodhi. The double yellow look at their hand. Yeah,
It can miss.
Yeah, it can miss. Can only discard certain things. Like there's some conditions there based off of like various information that you have in the game, whether you know it's good or not, right? So, see the Netrunner clone coming out? No, who's making that? I know Netrunner exists in some sort of arena. We get asked about it. I would say every 11 months or so, whether we're going to play like the ongoing Netrunner thing. Justin hates Netrunner.
I never. I mean, I tried playing it when FFG released it.
Yeah,
and I didn't like it at all. So,
yes, Justin hates it, so I don't think it would ever get played on stream again. We played the one card game necromancy stream for Netrunner.
Oh, yeah, we did do that, didn't we?
Like years ago.
Yeah, I also didn't like that.
Yeah.
The original one.
The FFG game was better than the Wizards of the Coast one, but the Wizards of the Coast one is really good for the time that it came out, right? Like 95. Mm-hmm. So there's obviously a lot of DNA in that for the remakes. Earthborn Games, Hub World. Oh, the Earthborn Rangers
people.
Earthborn Rangers stuff. Well, here's hoping they can print it in a place where they're not getting charged 134% tariffs on it, right? So,
did they print Earthborn Rangers in China?
I have no idea. You could probably print it in Europe, right? Like, I think there's European printers. I actually think there's probably some Canadian printers as well.
There's American printers, Little Keyforge.
Yeah,
they do their own printing, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
they printed Soulforge as well.
Oh, yeah. So that's probably. I think the problem is like if there's plastic components in your game. That shit ain't made in the United States.
Then you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, you just have to understand that plastics and textiles just aren't made in America. Mm-hmm. Not really, not to scale, not for what people need. So yeah, because we've had that's been the so this printed in the U.S. or Germany. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like I wasn't banging this drum, but I could have been banging it for a couple weeks. But like card game supplies, like BCW, is absolutely getting hammered. They said they weren't increasing MSRP, but they were just going to charge you at 34% over cost, 34% of your cost again.
Oh,
so
good
if
Lord.
They weren't gonna, they were like, we're not increasing MSRP, and we're not going to tell you what to sell the stuff for, but we got to charge you 35% more than what we're charging you right now, and that's subject to change and stuff like that. And so, if you specific card game supplies, Gamegenic apparently, Gamegenic supplies are like, who knows, like what it's going to look like in 6 months on some of this stuff, depending on where it was printed.
I mean, how can you?
You can't. You literally can't.
How can you sell
I don't know if you saw this. Gloomhaven, Self-Flow Affair. They have a new print run of Gloomhaven that is in a shipping container in China because you're paying the cost of the game again to ship it if you bring it in there, and so they were just like, it's just going to sit in that container in China.
Jeez.
Because Gloomhaven is like it's already $150.
So you're asking everyone to pay $150 again?
So it's the cost, right? And the cost is whatever they paid for it, probably like $50-$60 bucks, something like that. Who knows how it ends up shaking out for the distributors? But the game would cost retail to bring it in for them, right? So then you're looking at maybe $225 to $250 for Gloomhaven, which is an absurd increase.
I mean, I don't see how the board game industry survives.
Yeah, so
tariffs,
I think
honestly,
I think there's so I think it'll survive because there's an amount of it that can be printed elsewhere. There's like you can make Germany, arrangements.
Like yeah.
However, there are apparently Cool Mini or Not is in dire straits. Now, apparently, there's also been some questionable business ethical decisions and stuff like problems, that in the past, and so that this is the type of thing that kind of like finally catches up to a company where you can do you can do your 3-card Monty for stuff for a little bit, but like something goes wrong, right, and you get caught doing the 3-card Monty in a situation where suddenly your stuff costs twice what you expected it to. Then you're going to run into financial troubles, obviously. So apparently, Cool Mini or Not is like ceasing their crowdfunding. They're ceasing. They're not putting any crowdfunding projects into place, and apparently there's no like major releases. So
they treat Kickstarter campagins as loans that eventually catches up. They spend all the money, and now there's no money to pay for their shipping costs. Stuff, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, well,
yep.
That's not good.
You're right. You get caught in the 3-card Monty. Yeah. And suddenly creditors don't like that, right? So the industry is going to look very different in 6 months. And the industry will probably look very different in 2 years. Now, I think that the tariff stuff has been received so poorly there probably is some reversal of course here and there.
I mean,
because there already has been some.
so many times already.
The problem, of course, is that it appears to just be kind of like decided on a whim. Whoever's making this decision wakes up, sees something they don't like on the news, and then suddenly they make a choice to do something kind of rash. And so if there's one thing business loves, it's not knowing how much you're going to pay for something, so that you don't know what you need to charge for something. Right? That's always been a sign of stability. Right? So anyway. Yeah.
Anyways, back with more Star Wars on Wednesday.
Yeah, back on Wednesday. What was that? I don't think no word on Gundam decks yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get a line on them. It's interesting, and I'd love to play it on stream just to have some videos out there.
Yeah,
so
sounds cool.
Yep. So see you, Farquad.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, have a good
Thanks
one.
for hanging out.
Goodbye.